Hello everyone, welcome back to my lecture series on strategic management, and we are in the chapter 5, competitive positioning. In the initial two videos we discussed what is competitive positioning and also implementation of strategy and related challenges including change management. And in this video we will be focusing on strategic leadership. What is strategic leadership and what are the types or forms of strategic leadership, and also followed by what is critical thinking which are required by strategic leadership or a strategic leader. Okay, so let's start with knowing what is strategic leadership. Here is a definition given by W. Glan Rowe. So according to him, strategic leadership is defined as the ability to influence others to voluntarily make day-to-day decisions that enhance the long-term viability of the organization and while maintaining its short-term financial stability. So, couple of things here in this. It is all about a leader's ability. It is all about ability to influence others. So, strategic leadership is all about influence other employees. For what? To contribute or to voluntarily take decisions. Okay, day-to-day decisions. For what? Take decisions to for long-term organization's viability. Okay, viability of the long-term viability for the organization. Okay, so strategic leadership is all about ability to influence others for taking voluntarily day-to-day decisions to meet for a long-term viability of an organization and without ignoring short-term financial stability. So this is all about strategic leadership according to W. Glan Rowe. So summarily, it is a manager's potential to articulate the strategic vision. So he has the manager who can articulate, who can explain, who can present company's strategic vision. What is strategic vision for a company? And motivate, guide, and influence others to work towards achieving the objectives. So, strategic leadership is a manager's potential to articulate strategic vision of the organization and motivate, guide, and influence team members or subordinates to achieve the organization goal. This is about strategic leadership. Why do we need strategic leader? What is the purpose for having strategic leaders in organization? Here is a list. Okay, strategic leader is required for setting up or determining the firm's purpose or vision. So why the firm is started and what is the vision of the firm or a group. So to set this or to determine this, we need strategic leaders. Developing human capital. People will join the organization based on the leadership, right? Why people join big organizations or a successful organization? Why people wants to join? Because of a successful leadership style in those organizations. Increasing productivity. Increasing productivity. Once the leader motivates, guide, influences his team member, definitely productivity will get improves and companies will exploit its main strength and achieve its objectives. So followed by strategic leader is required to emphasize the ethical practices within the organization and to have organization control and organization culture, better organization culture. For all these things, we need strategic leadership. Okay, determine the purpose. One second. Okay, determine the firm's purpose or vision, developing human capital, increasing productivity, exploiting and maintaining main strength of the business, and then ethical practices, emphasizing on ethical practices, establishing balanced organizational control, sustaining an effective organization culture. Okay, then here is the forms of leadership. Every leader is not same. Each leader will have different approaches to solve the problem. First one is transactional leadership, transformational leadership, and then charismatic leadership. Okay, transactional leadership is a very traditional or a conventional mode of leadership where everyone, like leader, is going to explain what is expected from everyone and what is the procedure to do it, and then finally we should get results. Okay, transaction leaders make certain that everyone is aware of the expectation for the procedures and results. So everybody's roles and responsibilities properly carved out and explain them that this is what is expected from you. If they are doing good, all good performers will be given pay hikes, promotions, and bonuses. So all good performances will be incentivized, and all bad performance or a poor performance will be punished by cutting the pay or eliminating the job. Very traditional and conventional, but majority of the leaders follow this kind of philosophy. They threaten the people by cutting the pay or eliminating the job. In that way, they get good results, and then they try help in organization achieving objectives and goals. Transformation leadership, on the other side, they are going to integrate the leadership style and strategy, and they also talk to employees and they influence employees' behavior. Okay, it is not that by threatening, they will not take work by threatening to employees. They take the work by influencing the employees, the benefit what they get. They try to transform the business as well as employees also. So here is a North House given a North House has given definition on transformation leadership. Transformation leadership is a process that changes and transforms people. It is not only that organization will get transformed. Here, transformation, according to North House, transformation leadership is a process that changes and transforms the people. So they motivate the people, and to why they do motivate the people to change, to improve. Okay, to change to improve for the purpose of improvement, people should change, and in that way they motivate the people and get the things done. Okay, so transformation leader always builds the team's confidence. Okay, but along with that, he will also sets the goal for them, their roles and their goals. Very, very important, right? You can keep motivating people by giving monetary benefits, but at the end of the day, organization goal also should be achieved. So in that way, transformation leader plays a vital role building the employees morally. So transformation leader affects both organization and people. Here, people element is minimal, but here in transformation leadership, people element is more. Coming to a charismatic leadership is one where people, by seeing the person's achievement, the person they way present himself, based on that, people will get motivated and they work. Okay, so charismatic leadership always go with they drive with a passion to get their work done. So they won't sit back idle and other thing. By seeing them the way they work, uh, the people will get inspired and then they will work. So it all based on the charm of a leader. Based on that, people will start working on. Other than that, charismatic leadership is as same as transformation leader. So it is okay. So charismatic leader here in transformation leader, he tried to influence people and to people behavior, but by seeing the charismatic leader itself, people will get persuaded, people will get start motivated. Otherwise, a transformation leader is a charismatic leader is same as transformation leaders. Okay, so anyway, the strategic leaders, whatever the form they are, but whatever the form they use, they should be. certain skills or every strategic leader should possess. First one is anticipate. It is not necessary that everything goes fine in that way I'm planning it. No. Every strategic leader should be risk averse and he should know that what is that his company is going to get impacted, what is the plan B for the given situation, if what his competitor is doing, everything should be everything should be kept in mind before taking any decision, and even while implementing also he should anticipate all the challenges in advance. Challenge. Okay, so he cannot be like, okay, target last year we did 100, this year also we do 100. No, he should take, he should work on building, taking a more challenges, okay, and put companies in growth graph. Okay, it is not that every time company will go in a stagnant mode. So you have to face, you should have capability to take a challenge, and if any problems comes in, you should face it and then try to fix those challenges effectively. There are two parts of challenges, right? One is exceeding the expectations by way of increasing the target, that challenge. The second kind of challenge is unnoticed or unplanned things which will come on the way. So company is doing good, automatically the political condition in a country changes, that is impacting business. So this kind of uncertainty also he should be able to fight it. Interpret. Most important part of a strategic leader is interpreting the things. Okay, interpreting the things means going through the given facts, understand, digest it, and then come to a conclusion. Before coming to a conclusion, he should clearly know that what is that issue is, what are the facts, and based on that, he can take a decision. So every fact should be interpreted by strategic leader in a proper way. So it is important for him to have interpretation skill. Decide. So decision is a key for any strategic leader. So he has to take certain decisions. While taking a decision, he has to do risk. Okay. So he has to do a risk analysis and what are the risk is there, what are the benefit they are going to get. Some amount of trade-offs he has to do it for the benefit for stakeholders. So risk return trade-off, right? If he takes a higher risk, higher return, and shareholders will be get benefited. But at the same time, there is a possibility of reducing return also because it is very risky. So certain trade-offs he has to make between risk and return, and then take a decision to increase shareholders' wealth. Align. So always strategic leader should align with what is stakeholders are expecting. When leader is there, stakeholder always have certain expectations. So leader is always be aligned with stakeholders expectation and then work towards that. Learning from failure is an important aspect of any strategic leader. Keep on doing the same errors, same mistakes. It is not a leadership skill. Okay, so learn from the previous mistakes, take a corrective actions, course correction decisions, and then move away ahead. So these are the certain skills: anticipate, challenge, interpret, decide, align, and learn, or certain skills. These are the key skills which strategic manager has to possess. The other important thing is which strategic management has, or a strategic leader has to possess is strategic thinking. Right? So they should think before acting something. So there are people, right? When you go for a shopping, there is a possibility of emotional buying, but that is okay. This is for small amount. But in business, it is not like that. No emotion space for that. Always there should be a strategic thinking. So emotional buying is always okay for personal purposes, but from a business perspective, there should be always a strategic thinking. Strategic thinking includes analytical skill, okay? Because when any manager wants to take a decision, he will be getting lot of inputs, wide range of inputs. He will be getting in financial statements. From where all he will get? From financial statements, from market paper, like newspapers or market circumstances, and then knowing the business trends in the industry and internal resource things. Many information he will be getting it. Based on that, he cannot take decision unless he does certain analysis. So analytical skill is essential for strategic thinking. Okay, then communication skill. Developing a business strategy based on the inputs, whatever is received after analysis, it is important. And once the document is developed, that should be communicated. So effective communication. So you might have put certain things in a document. When somebody reads the document, everybody will interpret or everybody will understand on their own way. But it is a strategic manager's or a strategic leader's responsibility that provide exact vision to all the readers. Everyone should be all complex matter or a complicated concept should be conveyed very effectively so that everybody is on same page. So your strategy is something, if somebody is interpreted something different way, then that is wrong. That's why it is important to have a proper communication skill. Problem solving skill. So we already saw like there will be a lot of problems will be coming in on the way when we implement strategies. There may be a sudden change in the competitor strategy, change in the people taste. There are many things, or non-availability of resources, non-availability of funds. Every strategic leader must have strategic problem-solving skill. Okay, find the issue. What is actual issue? Is it happened earlier? And then what solution was deployed? And how can we remove this now with a different approach and everything? Everything should be analyzed and it should have proper problem solving skill. Then planning and management skill. Of course, every strategic leader or a strategic thinking person will be managing a huge set of people from senior to a lower level. So always they and huge operations. So always it requires proper planning and management skill. That's all on strategic leadership. And in the next video, we will talk about e-business and strategy, like all new topics here, artificial intelligence. What will be e-business strategy framework, artificial intelligence, fintech, and blockchain. We will talk about these things in the next video. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. And I request you to please subscribe my channel and also share it with your friends.